Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this evening's post-match press conference featuring Tabraiz Shamsi, following the second Betway One Day International between South Africa and Australia here in Bloemfontein. As per the previous press conference, it is hybrid, so we will look to take a few questions from the floor before we go to those who have joined us online. To those of you online, please do indicate by raising your hand if you would like to ask a question. So, who would like to start us off? Stu?
Hi, Tabraiz. Just how difficult was it at, 110 foot, no wicket, coming on to bowl there, and what was the thought process for you at that point?
Yeah, of course, it's a lot easier if you're coming in and the batsmen are fresh. But, the boys were out there trying their best and, everyone's chosen to do a job. Of course, it would be nicer to bowl at guys that were not set, but I also have to do the job, So, yeah, it wasn't easy, but, I'm glad I was able to break that partnership and take 2 wickets quickly.
I know you're somebody that enjoys the contest. You got into it a little bit with Manus out there. Do you think it sort of worked against you in the fact that it might have, got his competitive juices going and got his focus going? Because he seemed to play quite well after that.
No, not at all. I was just asking him if he's looking forward to being in Poch. I know he's from that region. No. Yeah, look, I just find that I play my best cricket when I'm in the contest. And, it's always never crosses the line. It's just a little bit of banter on the field, If that gets me more focused and a little bit more charged up, we're playing for our country. That's the reason why, you're going to see a little bit more of that from me. I think in the recent past, that's slightly gone away from that in my game. So, I just want to make sure that I'm playing cricket on my terms and not on anyone else's terms.
Tabraiz, with the ball flying all over and you were waiting your turn, do you try and make some plans that you think I'm going to try this or what?
Yeah, I think, that's why we have our pre-game planning and all those kind of things. Of course, you plan for worst-case scenario, but today they were, flying at one stage. But as a bowler, that's your job. Today it was my day to take wickets. The next time it might be my day to go for runs. That's just how the way the game goes. But the one thing that I kept on reminding myself is when we had played against England previously in Bloemfontein, it was always high-scoring games. So that's the one thing that I think we all knew that, it's fine, the ball is flying around and we're struggling to get a few wickets, but our batsmen are also capable of chasing the score down, as we did previously.
And for you yourself, now it's good for your confidence after the T20s. It's part of the old Shammers back now.
Yeah, I don't think I went anywhere. I suppose, every
Different format.
Yeah, of course. I think it's something new for me as well, to be honest. I don't think I've felt that sort of a little bit of a dip ever since I've joined the Proteas or in my career. But upon reflection, I've done a lot of thinking and said to myself that there's no cricketer in this world, whether he's a legendary cricketer or a very good cricketer, that hasn't gone through a dip in their career. It happens. Everyone else is out there looking to do their best. It's just my moment to ride out the tough times for a bit, because I know when the good times come, I'll be flying.
Hi, Shamsi. Unfortunate results in this series and the one before. As one of the senior players in the team and one of the leaders, how do you get everyone mentally in the game again for the series that's to come, as well as the World Cup, and just knowing that you can still do it? There's still hope.
Of course there's hope. There's 3 games left to go, and there's nobody that says that we can't win this series 3-2. We've said from the beginning, before the first game was played, then we're looking to win this series 5-0. Yes, the results haven't gone our way, but it's definitely not from a lack of practice, definitely not from a lack of training and planning and stuff like that, So the work ethic of the guys in the change room has been unbelievable. The work ethic of the management and the coaching staff has been unbelievable. Yes, the results haven't gone our way. I'm sure you guys are disappointed, the people at home are disappointed, and so are we. But, the series is still alive, and you're going to see us coming back and trying to win the series 3-2, that's for sure.
Hi, Shamsi. I just wanted to know, is there anything that you personally would have done differently this day to win this series?
Well, look, I think we all tried everything that we could. It was a tough day out for the bowlers. So we've gone through all the planning that we did. I think, if I'm honest, we lacking a little bit with our execution. So the plans are in place. It's up to the players, for all of us to work even harder. We've been working hard. And just to make sure that, in the next games and the upcoming World Cup as well, we hit our straps and we execute. And, we're accountable for our actions. So we're very disappointed with the way we've gone. And we're certainly going to be trying to correct that in the next 3 games.
Great. We'll look to take a couple from online. We'll start with Telford, then followed by Fidos.
Thanks, Lucy. How's it, Tabraiz? It's a bit unfair, seeing that you're the guy who actually performed tonight, that you should to be asked this kind of question, but you are here. We've seen South Africa lose 5 consecutive matches now, as obviously to Australia, and worse than that, they've not even been close. They're hidings almost every time. And you've spoken about how hard you've worked in training, and obviously I believe you, and you've spoken about how hard the coaches have worked. And you've spoken about the execution is not there, but you're not schoolboys. You should know about execution by now. Where is this all going so wrong?
No, of course, we're going to have to take our licks. We haven't produced the results, and we have to be accountable for the performances that we're producing. But having said that, of course, we have been working hard. It's not from a lack of work ethic and stuff like that. The people that need to do their work behind the scenes, they're doing their work. And we got to live with this. Before, when Australia was on our shores, we've beaten them 5-0, we've beaten them 3-0. This time around, the shoe's on the other foot. And we're going to have to make sure that, we come back firing in the next 3 games and put our hands up. We haven't been good enough. And it doesn't mean we aren't good enough. We just have lacked that execution, if I can repeat myself, because I think upon reflection and the way I see it, that's all it is. So yes, I know you guys are disappointed. We are also very disappointed. We don't want to be in this position. But the guys, mentally, they're there. And we will be trying to win this series 3-2. No doubt about that.
Thanks, Telford. Fidos?
Hi, Shama. I heard on the TV, Manus saying that in your little exchange there, he was kind of telling you, if I go to the World Cup, then I'll go there and that'll be great. But if I don't go, then I can stay home and see my daughter. And he seems quite philosophical about the whole thing. It's obviously not your place, but would you rather he goes to the World Cup or not?
Well, I got to make sure I go to the World Cup first, to be honest. The axe can be hanging on anyone's head. Look, like I mentioned up front, it was just a little bit of banter, always respectful, like I mentioned. And, we got to have a little bit of that. Australia, South Africa is always, tough contests. And we've always in the past played like that. So, yeah, I just want to stick to the tradition and respectfully just play hard because, of course, they're hard out there. And I feel like we got to fight fire with fire a little bit.
Thanks, Fidos. With that concludes this evening's press conference. Thank you very much, Tabraiz, for joining us, as well as those in the room and online. Please hang on for Australia's press conference.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.